Hey y'all, it's your girl Dom Nicole, and we're back at it again with another video. Today I'm coming to y'all with a story time about the boy that I met online. Yeah. But this is my freshman year, y'all, so don't go judging me. Don't go judging me off no bullshit, y'all. Don't judge me, because we've all been here. We've all talked to somebody, at least flirted with them, something like that. So basically, it was actually not online. It was my 8th grade year going into my 9th grade year, whatever. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, yeah, alright, whatever. So I was up, mind you, at this time, I'm Facebook famous. So at the time, that's when Facebook was popping, y'all. And I'm from Jersey, so in Jersey, Facebook was popping at this time. So I started out with 1,000. I started out with 1,000 Facebook friends. Maybe in a day. Next thing I know, overnight, I had 3,000 followers. I had 3,000 friends. Literally the next morning I had 3,000 friends. But mind you, I was being dedicated to it, y'all, because I'm bored, and I heard about other friends talking about being Facebook famous and all of that. So I was like, oh shit, but at the time, Facebook didn't give you a blue check if you were Facebook famous. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give you a blue check. You just knew that you just knew by the likes you were getting. You just knew by the stuff that people was doing, sharing your shit. You just knew you was just the internet sensation, y'all. You just knew. Nobody had to tell you was the shit. You just knew you was the shit. You just knew, okay? So basically, I woke up and it's 3,000 people that's sitting over there. It's 3,000 people, y'all. It was 3,000 people. I went to sleep that night because that night I went and I was because I was trying to look for Facebook friends all day, literally all day. And then that night I went to sleep and it was 1,000 something. I woke up, it was 3,000, y'all. I was mind blown. So this is what happened, y'all. This is what happened. I woke up, literally that whole day I did everything regular, because I remember it was nothing. I did everything like it was regular. I woke up and I seen all of these damn friend requests. I started, just accepting all of them. I didn't even know half of these people. I just started accepting them. And there was people from my city. It was people from other cities. It was people from all over. Then the next thing I know, by the end of that day, I had at least 4,000 people that was on my Facebook. So by 8 o'clock, I'm sorry, the sun going down, y'all. By 8 o'clock that night, I was on my timeline and I see somebody. I'm gonna call him Trey. So I see somebody on my timeline, and let's just say Trey. He popped up on my timeline. I was like, oh, who this? And it was one of those, those things where it was comment your name and I'll rate you and I'll tell you if you're cute, sexy, hot, something like that. And so it was in letters, but it was if you get letter A, then you're okay. Letter B, it was you're cute. Letter C, it was you're sexy, and D was you're hot. And then it had emojis next to it. So he sent me in my inbox, he was you're cute or whatever. I'm going to put the link of my Facebook down below so y'all can see, cute or whatever. I was y'all, I was so shocked. I'm shocked as y'all is right now. Talking about some cute or whatever. No, I'm sexy, baby. I'm sexy. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about I'm cute or whatever? Talking about I'm cute or whatever. So literally that whole night, y'all, that whole night, for some reason, he was yeah, you cute. He was nah, my bad. You real cute or whatever. So I'm just thinking to myself, alright, lies. You gas my shit. You really doing too much. You doing too much now. So he's telling me, he just gassing my head up. Next thing I know, we've been talking for 2 hours, y'all. We've been talking for 2 hours. Now we talking, and it's been 2 hours. I couldn't wrap my head around it. 2 hours? So he was just talking to me, telling me about who he was and stuff like that. And mind you, I'm 15, he's 16. At the time, I remember, I was, actually, no, I'm lying. I was 14 turning 15. He was 15 turning 16. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. We had a conversation that whole night. And at the time, this is when my friend was on Facebook with me too. So my friend, I even added her into like a group chat. So we were both up talking to him. That whole night we were just both talking to him. And we was having regular conversation. He was being real cute or whatever, flirting with me like I was already his girl. I was like, whoa, I'm not your girl yet. You know what I'm saying? You cute or whatever, but I'm not your girl. So me and him just talking. She leaves the group chat. She's like, I'm tired. I'll talk to y'all later. So by this time, it's at least about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm just looking at the time like, damn, we really been talking for really been talking for like 6 hours, yo. That's crazy. He like, right? I know. I'm like, yeah, like it's really crazy. He's like, well, I just want to tell you like you're really dope or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. So he was just telling me that, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I don't know if I really like him, because like at the time he wasn't really my type. Like I didn't really think he was. That's my phone buzzing, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't really think he was really my type at the time, to be honest. I was just like, you know, he's cute, but I don't know if I'm really gonna let this go any further than I did. But next thing I know, he hits me up the next morning because I ended the conversation. I was just like, yo, I'm gonna talk to you later because I'm about to go to sleep. He's like, alright, babe. He's like, alright, babe. What? Who's your babe? Who's your boo? Like, what? Who's your babe? Not I. Because according to me, I'm big single, okay? Okay, I'm big single. So where you get this from? Where you get it from? Yeah, where you get it from? I'm big single. So I was looking at it. I was just looking at the message like, like, huh? I'm single. I'm single as fuck. Don't do that. Don't do that. So he's just talking to me. He like, alright, I'll talk to you later. I wake up that next morning. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning to you too. Hey, how you doing? I don't know. It was something about him. I just honestly, genuinely just liked who he was as a person. So it was just something about him that I was just like, all right, I'm willing to give this a try. So we started talking, and then around that time also, I had just recently lost my great-grandfather. He was 91. He passed Christmas Day. And we were talking around, because I told you I was around Christmas break. So he passed the day before Christmas, actually. Like, you know, like around like 11 going into Christmas Day. So he passed on Christmas Day, basically. So I was just so sad and torn up about that. And we were just talking, and I was just like, wow. Like, I was just telling him what was going on. And mind you, it was like I couldn't really be like sad about it because he was old and stuff like that. But it was just like, I didn't know how to feel, because it was like I was going through shock. I was just like, no, like it's so weird going to my grandmother's house and not seeing him there anymore. It was just like really weird. Like, it was really weird. And my grandmother became very fragile, so I was just like, damn, like he's really gone. Like, you know that death that, you know, in your family that you can't really process, like it really happened, but it happened, but you can't really process it because it still didn't go through your head, like they're really gone. Yeah, so that's what happened. So I wasn't really too sad because I still was in the denial stages. So then literally, I think it was that Sunday we buried him. Me and him was talking, because we've been talking for a minute now. So we was talking for a very long time. We was talking for me that was a very long time, because it was like we was talking for a good 2 weeks before he even asked me to be his girlfriend for real. And I was like, we've only been talking for 2 weeks, buddy. Like, I don't know, but at the time it seemed like a very long time, because me and him was just talking about things that you wouldn't tell like somebody you just met. You know what I'm saying? And the vibe, like, just meeting somebody, for their vibe to be like just clinging to yours, like for their vibe to just be on some you know, like, you just genuinely click with them. I was so confused, like, how is that even possible, y'all? But it happens, y'all. It happens. So mind you, me and him texting on the phone, he would just call me like bae. And then I think it was the second day. This is how I knew he was gonna ask me to be his girlfriend, because the second day of talking to him, y'all, he said I love you. Hold on. He said I love you. He said I love you. The second day. Y'all know how I feel about these 3 words, y'all. You can't be throwing it around. You can't be throwing the word I love you around. You can't throw it around. You can't throw it around when you're around me. Because I know for a damn fact that he didn't really love me for real. This boy had a nerve to tell me, like, yo, I really thought you was a catfish. A catfish? My name on Facebook, y'all, by the way, is Monique Hodges. Monique Hodges is spelled Hodges. So that's my name on Facebook. If y'all ever want to, you know, actually go look at the profile, because I still have it up. I still have my old pictures, and I still have, like, newer pictures that I posted recently. So, yeah. But me and him started talking, and I was just like, hold on, y'all. I was just like, he's unreal, y'all. He is unreal. Like, this can't be real. This cannot be real. This cannot be something that I actually want to take seriously. So then me and him started talking, and like, okay, if you're not 18 or older, click off the video. Even though I know y'all not gonna click off the video because y'all nasty little cunts. Y'all not gonna click off the video. But I feel so bad. But I'm gonna just get straight to it, you know what I'm saying? So tell me why. Tell me why. Literally. He didn't ask me to do this. He didn't ask me, like, he didn't say, like, I had to do it or anything. Like, you know how some people be like, oh, like, do this or do that, and, like, they're just forcing it upon you. We were talking, and I don't know, for some reason, texting led to sexting, and I don't know how that happened, but it happened. And it was, like, comfortable because it was, like, it wasn't, like, nothing that, like, guys, if you're not, like, a certain age where, like, the age of consent, like, maybe 16 or older, do not sex with anybody, because if they find it and you're with somebody that's not your age or something like that, like, that's gonna be a big deal. There's gonna be a big issue, first of all. So just don't do it, because if that person doesn't know your real age and like somebody, like your parent or somebody finds that shit, that never happened to me. Like, I never had problems with, like, because I've always, and this is the thing about me, I've always dated people that were older than me. I just feel like I've always just been attracted to older guys. I've never been attracted to guys my age. I've never dated anybody my age. I've dated somebody either a year older than me, because this is where the story gets even crazier, y'all. So after, you know, that day that we had that little sexting experience or whatever, me and him were still talking after. I thought it was going to make it weird because, of course, you know, I'm a freshman. I'm, like, giggling at the idea of sex. Oh, my God, sex. Like, oh, my God, sex. What about it? But I was just giggling at the idea of, you know, sex. Now I look at him just like, yeah, sex, whatever. Like, when you get older, it's like you don't sit there and giggle at the idea. It's just like, whatever. So me and him had been talking for a good 2 months by this time. And he just made me feel like a queen, even though I couldn't see him. Because mind you, I told y'all, I'm in Jersey. This boy was located in Maryland. Like I said, I call him Trey. That's kind of close to his name, but I'm not going to give y'all too much. But he was located in Maryland. And I'm in Jersey. I'm in Jersey. He's in Maryland. Come on now. Dominique, what was you thinking? So he's in Jersey. I'm in Jersey, he's in Maryland. So me and him kept trying to meet and stuff like that. It just never worked. Because I knew for a fact that I was going to North Carolina with my family on a family visit. And I knew that around the times that I would go, we would always take like pit stops and stuff like that, and my mom would always let us, you know, just chill for some time, because we would go when we had enough time. You know, we would go when we had time to just chillax at like the rest stops sometimes. So when we was in Maryland, I was asking him, hey, are you home? Because he was working at the time, so he was always working. So I'm like, hey, are you home? He's like, no, I'm not home, actually. I'm actually gone too. And I was just like, and I started thinking that this boy was a catfish. I started thinking that this boy was a catfish, because every time we tried to meet, it never, ever, ever, ever happened. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I just want to see you. Like, y'all, I thought I was in love. I thought this was the person I was gonna marry. Cause honestly, if you looked at the messages, you would think like the stuff that we were talking about, it wasn't nothing too crazy. It didn't start getting crazy until like month 5 of us talking, and then this is where the situation gets tricky. This is where the situations get really, really tricky, okay? So this is how I met my first boyfriend, like my first boyfriend, not online boyfriend. But I'm not gonna say for you guys that actually do long distance relationships, I'm not gonna try to make it seem like because you can't see them all the time that they're not like a real boyfriend. I'm saying like this is my first real boyfriend because this is my first real boyfriend that I brought to my parents. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to, you know, discredit anybody that's in a long distance relationship, because I don't want to offend you guys in any type of way. But this is where it gets really tricky. So one of this girl that literally everybody knows, this girl literally tried to be me. Like tried to be me from down to everything. Like I swear to God, like every person that I would be dating, after we stopped dating, this girl dating them. Every friend that I had, she befriended. Like, that was weird shit. And she was just acting really tricky and really weird. And I was like, her code name, we're going to call her Doorknob, okay? Doorknob. Doorknob was Hispanic. You know, the girl that most people, like, to me, she looked regular. But, and that's no hate. That's no hate. To me, she did look regular. But to other guys, you know, that's the girl that everybody wanted. All of that shit. And I was just like, okay, so if you're the girl that everybody wants and you this and you that, why are you going after the people that I'm with? Why not get them before me? I was so confused. I was like, girl. And mind you, this is the same girl, right? So basically, I'm going to just explain this. So basically, while I was with Trey, I was about to say his name, damn. But while I was with Trey, I wasn't fully over my ex. And y'all know I have a thing for the Spanish puppies, if I do say so myself. Like, I'm sorry, like since I could remember, I've always been attracted to Hispanic males. I don't know. It's something about them that I don't care what it is like. But the thing is, now I'm more attracted to my dark skins. Like, listen, I love me a little. Oh, okay. I love me a dark skin now. Like, before it was all about Hispanics, but my preference changed since then. Like, it's nothing wrong with Hispanics, but I prefer dark skinned people now. But as I was saying, this girl, okay, so one day I get an inbox and it's from Doorknob. So Doorknob texts me. She's like, oh, you want to talk to my friend? My friend really likes you. He thinks you cute. Mind you, I'm still talking to Trey. I was about to say his name again. I'm still talking to Trey. So I'm like, no, cut it out. Like, I really liked him, but like, you know when you're with somebody, you just get butterflies? I noticed that the butterflies stopped happening. So when that stopped, I was so scared. I'm like, what does this mean? This is why, guys, listen up. Love is a commitment. It doesn't matter whether you stop feeling like you want to love somebody that day. You don't just stop. Like, love is a commitment. If you feel like you're not in love anymore, you rebuild that bond. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I was a freshman. I was immature. I didn't know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know, but it took some time, but now I know that. Now I know. If I'm in a relationship with somebody, instead of just leaving because the bond does not feel like, I don't feel like I'm just excited or, you know, happy to be in a relationship anymore. If I'm not happy with you and I'm planning on, like, cheating on you, yeah, I'm gonna leave. I learned that. Just leave. Instead of like cheating on them or doing something like that, because it's just not cool. Like, you hurt people's self-esteem when you do stuff like that. People don't understand. Like, you kill their self-esteem. Don't do that. So, y'all, she texts me. She's like, you know, my friend really want to talk to you. I'm like, he wasn't my type either. I'm just like, we're going to call him, fuck it, we're going to call him Sha. So, she's like, my friend really want to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Because mind you, the spark is already gone with me and Trey. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just talk to Sha. So me and Sha started talking. I did not find any interest in him whatsoever. I'm like, because mind you, okay, so I didn't know. He just looked black to me. He did not look like he was, like, honest. Okay, from the time, I would insert some pictures in here for you guys, but I'm not going to do that. But at the time, when you looked at him closer, like, if you saw him in person at the time, because he did, like, everything changed since freshman year for him. Let's just say that. If you looked at, if, like, you seen him in person, like, he looked better in person than he did online. To be honest, that's why I was just like, I wasn't interested. Like, he dressed really nice and stuff like that, but to me, it just wasn't my type. Because, like I told you, I like Spanish boys. So, this is how I found out about him. One day, I was lurking on my ex because I wasn't really fully over him. So, I'm going to call my ex Jay. Yeah, I'm going to call my ex Jay. So, I was looking at my ex because I wasn't really over him yet. And I was just like, oh, like, I just want to see, like, what he's been up to and stuff like that. So, I was lurking on him, and then he was like, go follow my boy. So, I followed him. That's how Sha even found out about me in the first place. He was like, go follow my boy, and I followed him. Then, he was too scared to talk to me, so Doorknob then inboxed me. This is how it all happened. Doorknob inboxed me and was just like, yo, my friend want to talk to you. He think you're really cute. You want to talk to him. So, I told her no. Then, a week later, this boy hopped in my inbox. Tell me why I'm looking at him like, what part of no do you not understand? Like, he hopped in my inbox shortly after that, y'all. I was like, huh? Like, why you hopping in my inbox? I said no. I said I'm not interested. Tell me why. Tell me my dumb ass still said, okay, I'll talk to you. We can talk. So me and him started texting. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, oh yeah, he's kind of cool. Like, I've never been with nobody that had like this like thuggish persona. Like, I never been with nobody that, you know, I never been with like nobody like that. So it was a different world for me. Like, I'm a black girl, as y'all can see. I'm mixed, definitely mixed. Yeah, so I'm mixed. But let's just say I'm middle class. I'm not poor and I'm not rich, but I'm middle class. I'm highly middle class. Like, I'm spoiled freaking brat, okay? I'm very spoiled. So, mind you, it's like, I'm like this girl that gets everything that I want, but don't get it twisted. Listen, Hooterville comes out of me sometimes. Don't get it twisted, okay? Okay. So, at the end of the day, I'm looking at him, he looking at me, and he's just like, yo, I really think you're really cute, let's just start talking. So I talked to him. We're talking for a good minute. And I'm like, damn, like, that's really your life? Like, I'm really, like, intrigued, like, oh my god, I've never been with the, I'm gonna use quotations on this. I've never been with the hood nigga, okay? So I'm like, I've never been with a hood nigga. I wanna try to be with a hood nigga. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. So we started talking. Tell me why I started liking him. And it wasn't based off of his looks. It was based off of the things that he was telling me and just teaching me things. That I like somebody that will teach me and be their authentic self. And I felt like he was being his authentic self. And that's what made me draw myself to him. So we started talking. And we maybe talked for about we talked for a good 5-6 months. And then we finally meet up around my birthday time. So a little bit before that, I tell him what was going on. I tell him about Trey. He's like, you gotta make a decision. I'm like, really? So he's like, it's either me or him or nothing at all. because I'm not gonna be with somebody that's not sure about me. So I was just like, oh, you're right. I'm not gonna do that to you. So he was like, who do you want? And I told him right off the bat. Me and him been talking, and like I was so torn, because it was like I really like, at this point I was really like, I knew for a fact that even if I got with Sha, I would still want to be with Trey. I would still want to be with Trey. Because me and him built a bond, we built a connection, and it's even scientifically proven that the heart grows fonder when the person is not like really like in front of you, like as if, like, for example, if somebody was to be right next to me, your heart grows fonder when a person is like maybe 1,000 miles away. Like, you appreciate them more because they're not with you. You know what I'm saying? Ew. So you appreciate them more because they're not with you. So he wasn't with me. So I was just like, oh my God, like, what do I do? Like, he's making me choose. Mind you, my friend, I'm gonna give them their real names. My friend Samaj and my friend, I'm gonna call her. All right, my friend Samaj and my friend Rochelle. So I'm telling them, I'm like, oh my God, like, what do I do? I'm like, she like, Samaj like, yo, get it together, because that's not cool. You would not want nobody doing that to you. I was like, I know, but it's so hard. Like, I like both of them. What you want me to do? I like both of them, and I like what I like. And mind you, Dre, oh God. But okay, I already said his name. Mind you, Dre and then Sha were two different personalities, y'all. I didn't find out till later that Dre and Sha did the same type of shit. That just shows how much you really know a person, right? So I'm thinking to myself, you know, everything good, everything Gucci. I did not tell Dre about Sha until I knew for sure that I really wanted to be with Sha. But then Sha started, the day before my birthday, he came to see me. He brought me 2 teddy bears, and we talked that whole day. Like, it was like really cute. It was really cold outside. I brought a blanket outside. We talked or whatever. It was very cute. I was just like, yo, like, I can't believe you really came to see me. Because, mind you, he's, like, in one part of my city. Because I don't want to really tell y'all where I live at. You know, he's, like, in one, like, you know how he's, like, in one part of my city, and I'm in another part of my city. So, we just chilling. Y'all, we just chilling. We chopping it up. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this boy is, he's amazing. What? Like, why was I sitting over there judging him based off of his looks? Like, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. When you get in a relationship based off of how a person looks, that's based off of lust. It's not love. You know what I'm saying? It's not real love. You're lusting after this person. The relationship won't last. If my dog keep barking, y'all, I'm going to shoot her. Not literally, because I love her. But you know what I mean. But so me and him gets to talking, and it was that day, because it was the next time he came to see me. The next time he came to see me was on my actual birthday. That was my birth week. So it was like that Saturday. I think it was that Monday he came to see me. And he was just like, yo, I'm trying to make you my girl. We've been talking for about a very long time. I just think that you should just be my girl. And I was like, me? Like, you want I was looking at him like, you want me to be your girl for what? Like, you don't want me. I was just like, you don't want me for real. You want me. Yeah, you do. You want me. You're right. So he asked me on my birthday. Mind you, our date was my fucking birthday. I was like, so when we broke up, you know, my birthday was the worst, okay? You know my birthday was like, not now, because I've gotten over it now. But me and him was together. I'm be honest with y'all. Me and him were together before we broke up for about 2.5 going on 3 years. We was together like almost 2.5, 3 years. 2.5, 3 years. So it was a little like, because I miscalculated a lot. This all started my 8th grade year. And me and Shaw stopped talking my sophomore year because I got into another relationship. I'm going to do a story time on that too. Okay? So I got into another relationship. But long story short, recently I've talked to Dre and we talked about it. You know how like when you can look back at a situation and laugh at it when you're not as hurt? We've talked and we had a serious conversation, and he was just like, you know, you were my first love. Like I couldn't believe you did that to me, but it's all good now because I mean I found somebody that I care about, and I'm just like, well, that's good. You know what I'm saying? I was telling him like I was young, I was dumb, and I was stupid, and like you were honestly the best thing that could have ever happened to me, and honestly I chose somebody that was here over our connection and our bond that we already built with each other. And I learned to not ever do that again, because even if somebody is 1,000 miles away from you, you could still feel their presence, and it's nothing like it. Because when you finally actually get to see each other, it's like, it's amazing. So all of my peoples in long distance relationships, because people still do that to this day, I just want to say, like, keep pushing forward and like until you reach your goal. And if your goal is just to like see this person regularly, like, you know, you can that can happen. You can realistically make that happen. So don't ever give up just because you feel like a spark is gone, or just because you feel like, you know, you just can't go on without like them actually being there. But that was my story about my freshman year and how I met this guy online, and yeah.